Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready Steady Play, where we've got a slightly more claustrophobic camera angle for you today. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I can see we've got Difter and
That's a lot of
the Doctor
Dr. MTM
in chat. Hey guys, thanks for coming to check out the stream. We are continuing with Stalingrad, and YouTube's continuing to be a pain about chat. So sorry if I missed your messages. This is a game 6. We ended the last game on a cliffhanger. I can't remember exactly what the cliffhanger was.
It was a fairly epic brawl. We had a very close bit where I was, you were moments away from seizing the victory point, but I had just about snuck in. You had the building suppressed, but my scouts pressed on through and then just about secured it.
So
we had a lot of casualties.
Managed to murder a lot of people.
Yeah.
And now we are going to go into... Now we've moved over to another side of the city, so we control one part of the city each, actually. If we take a look over here, you can see our map of Stalingrad, sort of. And I've taken control of 9 January Square, and the Russians over here have taken control of the southern reach, and now we're over here in the northern reach of the city down here. And we've unlocked some new toys as well for this scenario 61. Luke's got this guy.
Yeah.
Which is his anti-tank gun.
Might be a little bit of a clue as to what Mike's toys are in now.
I finally got my tanks, guys.
The green screen is it?
Yeah, the green screen is
enjoying itself.
Yeah, it's just
proudly green.
Proudly green. There you go.
And Mike has not just one tank, but 2 tanks. He has a Panzer III and a Panzer IV, which seems a little rude. I've only got one anti-tank gun.
Yep. So which tank are you going to shoot, Luke?
Whichever one comes through this little gap first. We got to...
There we go. So we've got here's the northern reach, and from what I can tell, the mission here is to get the tanks here.
They've got to get into an advanced firing position, help secure this territory down here.
So I have to get both tank pieces into here.
I think so. I don't know exactly what your objective is.
Well, what's your objective?
My objective, I think, is to stop you. It is to destroy the tanks. My objective is rout a Panzer III and a Panzer IV.
Right, so you have to rout both tanks.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem too bad, actually, primarily because...
How many tank cards do you start with?
I start with 1 of each in the deck, but then I get, I suppose, a set of each.
Well, then we're both going to be doing some bolstering through our platoon sergeants.
Yep, and my objective is to get 1 tank to the mission marker.
Only 1 of them?
Yeah, it says here 3 or 4 are on the tile with the mission marker.
Okay, so it's gonna be spicy. I feel this might end up being quite a bloody one again. Like, you have the firepower, but you're going to be coming through this alley. And for those of you wondering, these tiles here still have their buildings standing, and so Mike's tanks, they can't just plow through the buildings. They've got to come through this little alleyway down the side.
I've seen
here.
James Bond. They can just plow through the buildings.
Set a little later. Like, yeah, you're bursting through the wall and you're doing it. Those are mighty Soviet tanks, anyway. None of this like German crap. Like,
I thought I thought the Panzers were like really good tanks.
That's just fascist propaganda.
Okay, I don't know history that well.
Historically, the Panzer III and Panzer IV were pretty solid tanks for the era. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, but I wouldn't admit that, not on this front, and not with the morale like it is.
Where it's at. Cool. So let's. What should we do first? Shall we do your little story mode introduction?
Yes. And so, as someone else pointed out in chat, I actually don't just have the anti-tank gun. I actually got an extra engineer. So my engineer squads, instead of being 3 people, are now 4 people. So I got engineer A and engineer B. They're the same as my normal engineers. They're just a little beefier.
Just a little extra card to make your squads a little more robust.
I'll be honest. He's largely, I think, command telling me they're more expendable than before. Which is probably not good for them, but I appreciate it.
It's not good for their long-term health.
No, exactly. Right, we are reading entry, what are we, 71. No,
and Difter, thank you for reminding me. If you missed it over here on our chat page, you can see that this game is in fact played on a tabletopper. So big thanks to Game Toppers for giving us this Game Topper for our game. It is excellent, and if you want to find out more, you can check out the link in the description down below. All right, Luke, tell us a story.
I can tell them a story. You've got to not listen in. It's secret. How dare you discover our secret?
Story. Yeah, because it's been helping me so good, all this eavesdropping.
The stones on the street were just starting to vibrate. First it had been just grit and little pebbles, but now entire chunks of masonry, fallen from shell-wrecked buildings that lined the pavement, were grating and juddering. Yuri kept low, trying to ignore the cramp as he sheltered behind the partially collapsed wall of the bakery he'd occupied with Anya's squad. The Red Army had taken the southern reach. Yeah, we did. But there had been almost no time to rest. Aerial reconnaissance had detected a shift in German units headed north. They had armour among them, Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs. The platoon had ordered to intercept them before they could strike at the northern reach. One of Anya's scouts had located the perfect street for an ambush, just off Daltov Junction. Yuri risked a glance across the rubble-lit space towards where a 45mm had been concealed. Sorry, anti-tank gun. The body of the anti-tank gun shielded behind the wall of a fountain that had once occupied the centre of the roadway, its barrel draped in dust-coloured rags. Yuri fought the urge to signal to the gunners sheltered around it to open fire. Just a little longer, and they'd have the fascists right where they want them. Gonna point out, Yuri thinks that anti-tank gun's in great cover. If we go back to the map, this anti-tank gun is in a zero cover space. Yuri, this is not where I would have set up the anti-tank gun. Like, please. Still, it does have a good view on the street.
Right. Keiru says, I've got to go to math now. Bye. Oh, bye, Keiru. Have a good time in math class.
Now, my deck is baseline plus one anti-tank gun. What is your setup?
So baseline means one. It's two. It's your three commanders. It's two fog of war, and then it's a rifleman, a scout, and a rifleman and a scout from A and B.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And
I've got one anti-tank gun in my starter mine as well. So.
Do you think you're going to put some elite guys in there, or
I'm going to have a think about it. I'm going to have a
elites?
look around. I'm currently looking. All of mine are clustered in this corner. So I think for now, we might just need someone who can move. That might be enough. Which some of my riflemen have had a tough time, and moving is a lot to ask of them.
Yeah, well, I've got kind of a similar story over here. I've got Rifleman B squad here who are pretty much entirely shot up with one veteran leading them. But they're otherwise just been shot to pieces.
B for beaten up.
B for, bad way. Meanwhile, Rifleman Squad A have actually got three veterans. One of which has this super cool assault action. Where is it? Which lets him do a move and attack.
I am not looking forward to that.
Well, I don't know how much I'll be doing. So he can do a move one and then an attack one. But it's kind of fun. But I don't know how much I want to get these riflemen in trouble, to be honest. But I do get to start with these cards, which are my tanks. So we've got the Panzer III here, which has move 1, so it's slow. It's got
definitely not spying.
attack 2 at distances over the same tile.
Yep.
It's got suppress 3, and it's got anti-tank 2 and 2.
Nice.
So we could theoretically actually blow up the buildings and just try to trundle through those spaces, giving Luke a harder time.
You could. I really would rather you didn't do that. I think that would be non-ideal from my point of view.
And then we've got the Panzer IV, which looks like it's basically the same thing, but its anti-tank attack is greater. So I got to figure out. So I start with one of each of these in the deck, and then the others.
I'm starting with quite a wounded squad. I think what we need them to do early isn't so important. But one veteran scout.
Oh, look at Fred Karstad. I like him because he's just like, he's got the steering wheel and he's like, broom, tanko, broom. Off we go into battle. No, I don't get to have that in the. Oh, I should start with Fred. I like him. I'm not a big fan of Luke's anti-tank gun. You start with how? You've only got two.
I only start with the one anti-tank gun in the thing.
one anti-tank gun in the deck. I think we should just
in my starting deck.
get that out of there.
It is just sitting there in the open, which I don't love.
Paul's here in chat. Paul from the excellent channel Gaming Rules. He says, I've not got past scenario 1 yet, but I really want to. It's definitely worth it, Paul. We're having an absolute blast. Drifter says, with Mike's aim in the past, the Panzers shouldn't be a problem for Luke.
They're nice and big, you know.
It's true. And Alessandro, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Right, so let's have a look here. What do we got here? So this is this is the base. It's half of the baseline deck plus the 2 tanks. Now what I've got to do is bring in my
make your selection from everything else
here. Yeah. Paul asking, on a scale of Monopoly to Mage Knight, how much are you looking forward to Mage Knight? Sorry, how much are you Mage Knight? Good lord. How much are you looking forward to GridCon, which is, of course, Paul's convention? So if you're unaware of it, that happens in November in Devon. I go every year. It's excellent. We've always had a really good time. 100% Mage Knight. Super excited. I've got all my stuff sorted, so I don't think there's any tickets left. But if you want to know about tickets and things, you should definitely be subscribing to something. Paul, what can they do if they don't know about these things? He said we sold out in 90 minutes. Well, it's time to get a bigger hotel, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, the next was my plan. I was eyeing up some tickets, and I was thinking, like, I've got a friend who lives in Taunton, but he's in the Navy, so I was going to see, like, when he finds out which boat he's on and when. I was going to be like, can I crash? Like, can I use your place? Well, it's going to be. We'll have to see.
Well, there's
40 people on the waiting list. I'm gonna be on the waiting list after this as well. I'm looking at 41.
Fantastic. Well, we've always had a really good time at GridCon. I'm very excited again for it this year, in November. Something to give me something to look forward to all year. Right. I need to decide. Scout Bs, I think, are all the same. Yeah. The Scout B is largely unperturbed, so we'll bring Adolf Rolfman this time, I think. We've got Scout A. Do we bring... I don't think we need veteran Kurt yet, because he's got Guide A on him, which is nice, but maybe not essential yet. Did you bring your veterans?
I've got one veteran scout, and everyone else is a reserve.
A reserve?
Yeah. I'm not anticipating, but there's really no cover in my starting area, which is a bit of a problem for me, and shortly to be a problem for these guys. Because I think I probably need to push out a bit, but there's also no cover to secure. It's a concern.
Your objective is to route the 2 tanks, right?
Yeah.
So actually, control is not really important in this one.
No, I don't need to control, but I would need to go scout it, but also so I could try and get people into here, right? This would be really aggressive. I just walked up here and was now I'm in cover, but they'd be very close to you, and most people can't hit your tanks.
I was just thinking I start with control here and here, but
yeah.
I don't know what.
I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. I think that control is.
It's largely superfluous. It's just to make me feel good.
Yeah.
This is boosting my morale.
Right, if I come across here, you can move into this L-shaped house. Literally what it's called.
Yeah. It literally says L-shaped house right here.
And you'll be a little bit closer and you'll still be in good cover. Whereas me, it's just a desolate, devastated roads.
Yeah. It's wild.
Not a fan.
Paul says he really likes the casualties and reserves system, and he thinks this might be his favorite Undaunted game. Well, you've had a look at Undaunted Battle of Britain, which we haven't seen yet, Paul. But I really, really like that system. There is a sort of a vague nod at it in the reinforcements box, which you can. It's not got casualties and reserves, but there are some veterans in the reinforcements box you can apply to Normandy. But yeah, it's just. I mean, I think that this is a great system, and the only drawback of it is that you really need someone to commit to playing it with you all the way through, because it's not really a drop in and drop out type situation, so if you just want to play some casual Undaunted, this doesn't really have the same capacity for that the other 2 boxes have, which is really nice. But yeah, this is definitely something worth committing to, I think, if you already like Undaunted and you have someone to play with.
For sure.
All right. So I'm putting reserve, nameless reserve, sad nameless reserve in because I don't really see. I don't need the control action, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And they're my tanks. We've got just regular scout A and B, and then we have to pick whether or not we're going to have an elite rifleman A from my catalog of elite rifleman A's.
Look at these guys. Wow.
That's Bob. He's been named Bob. Come on, Bob.
Sad Bob.
Yeah, Bob from Rifleman B from Squad B. These are really good. I think I might put in this guy. Just because he's got attack 2 at range, so that gives me a little bit more of a powerful attack straight out the gate.
Yeah, I don't love that. Like, I'd really rather you didn't. Like, well, I know who I'm going to be trying to target. It's going to be Rifleman A. We've got to get some of these elite riflemen dealt with.
Yeah, just so long as you just ignore the tanks.
Ignore the tanks,
and all will be well.
Right, are we ready to rumble?
Now, do you remember my note about our rules snafu from last night?
The card that gets played for initiative goes straight in the discard rather than into your play area, and so can't be inspired.
Exactly. That was someone mentioned that in a comment on one of the videos, so I say big thank you to you for mentioning that. And sorry, I forgot who it was. It might well actually have been someone in chat now, so if you are here, raise your hand, and I'll give you a proper shout-out. Otherwise, I could check. I could just check. Credit where credit's due and all that, isn't it? And you start with initiative on this one.
I do.
Yeah, which is a load of baloney.
You got one mission in which you got that, and now it's back
never
where it
again.
belongs.
Never again.
Back in the motherland.
All right, here we go. Here it is. Asta V or Asta 5. Thank you so much for your comment. It says you forgot some rules. Yeah, so they are reminding us that when you recon a Fog of War card, it actually goes out of the game rather than back into the Fog of War deck. On the off chance you mill this whole deck. Like, it seems unlikely, but we were putting it back down here. I don't think it would have made any difference, but that could, I suppose,
there
in larger games.
Actually, that many of them, right? There are only 8, right? So
in these games where the map is relatively small, it's not had a big impact, but it could in the bigger games where the map gets a lot bigger.
So good to know now. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Before we make that mistake, and then they remind us as well. Both players discard their chosen cards, so you can't inspire it. It's not considered a card in the play area for casualties as well. Good. Thank you for the comments, Asta 5, Asta V. Much appreciated.
Cool. We've got 4 cards each.
There we go. We're ready to rumble.
Ready to stall some grads? No, hang on. Right. Okay. What am I going to try and do?
Here we go. We're getting started.
Okay, I think it's going to be... Oh, Christ, I'm already disrupting.
You've destroyed Stalingrad.
Yes, which side should we go?
10 points to Mike. I win.
So, was that in the right position, or is the thorough one? Should it be here or here?
No, it was one more over. Yeah, it was like that.
Cool. Yeah, great.
You're good. All right, cool. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2. Oh, wait. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Blah. Well, you've won that.
Yep. I was going for my classic upgraded scout, please. Like, it might not be an 8, but I was like...
Yeah, your classic veteran scout.
Opening. Right then. Okay, so we're going to immediately platoon sergeant to bolster. And what we're going to bolster with is we're going to go get 2 snipers. And I think... No, we're going to get 1 sniper for now. And we'll get 2 snipers. I don't want any infantry clearing the way for these tanks. I don't need a scout. We're going to get 2 regular snipers and 1 anti-tank gun.
Nope.
We're building for the future here. And then I've got a squad leader A, who's going to bolster squad A. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to grab another scout. And in case you start taking pot shots at riflemen, we'll go and get a rifleman. There we are. Okay, So it was 2 bolsters for A and 3 bolsters for overall. And then my last card is a fog of war.
Incredible.
Which I could have used for initiative, and then my scouts could have done something.
But the next time, I won't let you get initiative so easily. So I've got a platoon sergeant as well, and I was going to use him for command. But now I'm kind of tempted to bolster. Because I've remembered that he's the only one that can bolster tanks and snipers.
Oh, yeah, I think your tanks are in a special squad, are they? Oh, they're Squad S.
They're Squad S, yeah, whatever that is. Special. Super tanks. Special tanks. I don't know. Yeah, so I do kind of want snipers. I feel like having some snipers to pick off your snipers and also that anti-tank gun would be nice.
It's not necessary.
Luke, snipers are just so good. And they have stalk, which is really nice.
Oh, your snipers do. Mine don't. That's not a thing my dudes have. But also, stalk just means they're coming forwards, and I don't know how forwards your snipers want to be in this.
Well,
scenario.
I could play quite aggressively with the snipers because I could
have them die.
Use that as part of my strategy. So, or we could just attempt to suppress you long enough to get the tanks to the objective, which is here.
Yeah, it's quite a way to go, and you gotta scout some of these tiles too to get it done.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm putting the fear into Mike. It's gonna be like, why don't you withdraw now, Mike? It'll be fine. We've done the setup. Everyone knows what's gonna happen. You can just walk away. Tell command you're walking into an ambush. You'll look like a great commander.
Callum Lawson says, I was hoping there would be some tanks. Well, Callum, there's some tanks. There's 2 tanks.
And I would much rather there weren't any tanks. Thanks, Callum.
Right here. Panzers, yes.
Soon I will be trying to rid the world of these tanks.
How could you? Right. I'm trying to develop an entire strategy right now. It's a problem. I only need to get 1 tank here, though. I think in the interests of progressing the game, let's take 2 Panzer IV cards. I only need to get 1 tank there, but I think that I think that starting with the Panzer IV is probably a good idea.
The Panzer IV is the tankier tank as well. It has 1 more armor.
I'll tell you what, actually, let's get the Panzer III in there as well. Let's just take the... Oh, God, but I do need a scout.
No, just let me hit the scouts. It'll be fine. We'll make loads of progress.
I can get the scouts with the other guys, though. The other ones.
I have also just realised that your tanks are starting in a 0 defense square. This is a good time for me to start taking shots at them. Like, as they get forward, they actually get in more cover over here.
Well, yeah, but then they also get closer, right? Like, between here and here, it's the same challenge for you. Although it is better for me to come closer. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do it. We'll take 2 Panzer IVs and a Panzer III.
Cool.
Yikes. I'm already nervous.
So is that all your Panzer IVs bolstered?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And I have 1 Panzer III card left. But I do still have 2 more cards.
That was your platoon sergeant. What are the next 2 cards?
My next one is Panzer IV.
Ooh.
So, now, the real question is, do I attack that anti-tank gun right away? It's got 1, 2, 3... It's on 8 defense. But getting 1 card out would be so good.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I mean, the thing about the snipers is they can't shoot the tank. I mean, they can, but it'd be utterly redundant. So I think, in the interest, I could trundle it forward. I could move it into here, folks. Can you hear Bonbon? She's like,
she's wanting to leave.
So I want to go out. She wanted to come in desperately a moment ago, and now she desperately wants to come out. Let's see if this will give you a better angle here. So we've got the Panzer IV at the back here. And so he's thinking about taking a nice long shot into this anti-tank. Or I could move him up to here, and then my next shots would be better. But I actually think on the off chance I can get one of Luke's anti-tank cards out of the game before he's even had a chance to play it, that'd be great. So let's do that. Here we go.
Cool.
2 dice, looking for 8s.
2 dice. Yep. 1, 2, 3 plus 5.
Damn it!
Doesn't even add up to 8. 2 and a 3.
Oh, all right. Let's hope we get the misses out early. All right, the last one's Fog of War.
Oh, both your Fog of Wars in your opening hands. Okay. So there's not going to be any Fog of War initiative this time for Mike. Yeah.
Not unless I've accidentally done myself out of.
So I think. Ooh. Well. Choices are hard. I think what we're doing is we're doing this one. 3, 2, 1, 7 and a 5.
Unfortunately, Bob couldn't win the initiative for me, but you did your best, Bob, and we appreciate you.
Sad rifleman Bob. Anya has it covered. Yeah. Cool. So initiative stays with the Soviets, and it's definitely time to return fire. The anti-tank gun has realised it's been spotted. I instructed them, those of you who are around the little bit of chat beforehand, to hold their fire until the tanks got close enough. Well, the tank seemed to have spotted us. So
yeah, holding fire did not actually conceal you.
So I'm going to be doing the anti-tank action, which is a black one, but it's the one with an extra ring on it. So it's a 2, and we're going to anti-tank. I think we'll aim for the. Now I know you've got your Panzer 3. You could have that was your Panzer 4 tactics. You could have the Panzer 3 in hand. So let's see if we can shoot that straight out of the hand. We're going to go for the Panzer 3, also because it's slightly lower defense. So it's 1, 2, 3 tiles away plus 4. So I need 7s or better for a hit. And
Wow,
a 10
that's
and
8
an 8.
and a 10.
Do you have a Panzer 3 in hand?
There it is.
It's one gone. To the casualties pile. Good job. Immediately, Alyosha and Lev doing good work with the tank gun. And then that's going to inspire this rather scarred Rifleman B. He's going to do a move action. And he's going to move, I think, just... where do we actually want to go? I think just into here for now. Now, we'll move into there. Rifleman B can just walk forwards. It'll be fine. And then lastly, a Fog of War.
Very good.
Over to you, Mike. Sorry, those are in my play area, those 3.
Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Squad Leader A, and we're going to bolster Squad A. What are we going to do here? I think we're going to bolster Squad A with do I get more riflemen out? It just feels kind of like it's a bad idea.
That's the question. How much do you care for their lives? More Rifleman A, it's more targets for my snipers.
I'll tell you what we'll do, actually. If you don't mind, I will play Rifleman A first and then inspire them so I can use them.
Sure. So what's the first thing they're doing?
The first thing that they're going to do is advance 1 space.
Into that one?
Yep. And then they can use their inspire to attack.
Okay.
And they've got attack 2, so they're going to attack the anti-tank gun.
And this isn't an attack where they have to do it at smaller range, is it?
It's got to be at greater range, actually.
Greater range,
so,
okay.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is range greater than or equal to 1.
Greater than or equal to 1, yeah.
So they're sort of long-range attacks. So
better rifleman.
Exactly.
Marksman, rather.
So this is 7s to hit the anti-tank.
Not a fan.
And there's a 9. So
okay, I don't have one in hand. I do obviously have one in my play area, so this one is going to casualties. I'll put my casualties up here.
Very good. Good job, Rifleman A, and that's it.
Cool. For discard, and then I'm drawing 1, 2, and I'm going to shuffle it all up. See if my new toys are coming my way.
No new toys for Luke. Look, we could have just not shot at each other and quietly let the tanks drive
past, roll on by.
Exactly. It could have been nice and friendly with no one dying and our cards not getting worse and more bad.
For some reason, this war thing seems to mean it's a bad time for most of the people involved. Meanwhile, at High Command, me and Mike, unaffected. Just fine.
After this, let's play a peace game.
Peace game. Heading forward, I see it over there. It's a solar game, isn't it? Though
it is. It's a solar game.
Maybe we could do some good in the world.
I was just thinking, actually, in my head, does Versailles 1919 count as a peace game?
Oh yeah, a peace conference.
It's a peace conference. Exactly.
It's a peace conference that seems to lead to considerably more war later on, but can never be certain. Right, that is kind of annoying. Where are you? You're over there. Okay, and then we've got a couple of these guys. So I think we're just gonna play this one. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and I've got a 5, and you got a 7.
I got a 7. I took the initiative. I did it. You proud of me now, Dad? So I'm gonna start with. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty simple turn. This is probably a terrible idea, but I'm gonna start with Scouts A.
Scout A.
Yeah, and they're gonna go Scout.
Okay, so pass the token over. I'll try not to hit the mic. Sorry, gang. Yeah. So you got a scout marker on there. You got to take a fog of war.
Yes.
I'll actually just move this bit of the tray up here.
And then I've got
Oh, sorry, gang.
And then I've got Scout B, and Scout B is actually just going to do Scout as well.
Oh,
I should have said this before you
fog
put
of wars.
Yeah, 2 more Fog of Wars. But
right,
what I have done is opened up the route to the objective.
Yeah, and Mike has foreseen my plan, which was to try and snipe his scouts down, so they just couldn't, so that the tank got stuck back here.
That would have been a great strategy.
So I've already been.
So I'm pleased to thwart you. My final card is Rifleman A, who are targeting the anti-tank gun again.
Okay, so they're on 7s.
Yep, and it's once again the elite unit because they're the only one in the deck. These guys are boss.
I gotta take care of these guys. This is trouble.
You don't need to, because once your anti-tank gun's dead, it's all over.
It's not. I can still.
It is a 10. Anti-tank gun's gone.
So I don't have any of my discard or the play area or my hand. Here's an anti-tank gun. So that is going in there.
Oh, there is one more card available, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, there is one more that Luke's got in his deck building area there that he hasn't put in the deck.
Indeed.
Boo.
But I'm not going to do it right now, which seems like a good time for your tanks.
Come on, tanks. The soldiers have your back. Let's blow up some guys.
Cool. So I'm going to...
Bonbon's back.
Bonbon, not a fan of that.
Not a fan of the...
sentiment. Right. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to do a Scout B, who's going to Scout 2, going one into here, and then going another one in here, and going to join your scouts.
Incredible. A knife fight in a box.
So we'll also Scout tile and take a Fog of War into my discard. And then Rifleman B, they're going to take a shot at your Rifleman A.
Mm-hmm.
So your Rifleman A are just 1-2 tiles away, and they've got 4 defense, so this is 6s or better.
7s, because I've got cover 1.
7, you got cover 1, 2, 3, yeah, and then 7. Oh, it's only going to be 1 dice. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. Oh,
God damn it! So my elite rifleman is currently out of the game.
at least we've already contributed this round. And then Rifleman A, who are going to move. I think they're gonna stay where they are, and they're just gonna take a shot at I think at well, you've got the whole route covered now. Let's try and get these. Let's have a shot at these scouts. No, you've just used them as well. Let's have them have a shot at your rifleman B. No, your rifleman A. That's a much better shot. No, it sucks as well. Don't like any of it. The rifleman A are going to. They're going to stay put, and they're going to fire at the scouts A.
Okay.
No, we'll fire at the rifleman. We'll hope we get lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 or better. Take
God,
this one.
no
Roll a
cover
10
on
last
this
time.
damn route.
That's a 1.
Oh, sorry guys. I
The
forgot to
opposite
go
end
to
of the thing,
dice
but yeah,
camera
sorry,
there,
it was a 1.
I was so involved in the dice rolls there.
1, 2, 3, 4 for this round.
2, 3, 4. Come on, tanks. Let's get going with the tanks. We want to see some tanks doing stuff. Yes, we do. We want to see some tanks doing some things. Yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. We want to see the tanks doing stuff. All right. I'm trying very hard not to look at the monitors while we pick our cards.
We're gonna choose secretly.
I just need to pick a card first, and then I can look at the monitors, and it's fine.
That is my selection. Stop making noise.
There we go.
Ready?
I'll commit to this. Here
3,
we go.
2, 1. I only played a 1.
I played a 7.
You get to keep the initiative, Mike. And what are you doing with it?
I'm going to start by playing Platoon Sergeant, and he's going to do a bolster. I'm going to get my Panzer III in there. I'm going to get a random Rifleman A, and I'm going to get a sniper, just to be scary.
Cool. Nice.
Or am I, actually? Do you know what might be nice is a scout, on account of the fact that I've got a lot of fucking work.
They are helpful for like milling through it and getting the deck improved.
Yeah. Do you have, other than you've got engineers and you've got anti-tank, and that's your only anti-tank weapons, right? Available.
Those are the only ones I think I have with demo or anti-tank. Yeah.
Wild.
But I have quite a lot of engineers.
You do. You do at that. Okay, so let's leave. No, let's put sniper in. I'm committed to sniper. There we go. All right, now my next card is Panzer IV.
Oh, hello.
So Panzer IV is going to advance into the next square.
That's a move on the Panzer IV.
Exactly. And then the next card is also Panzer IV.
Oh.
So Panzer IV is going to shoot at someone.
Who is Panzer IV going to shoot at?
That's a good question.
And what is it shooting with? Attack or anti-tank? Or attack it'll be, I guess.
Well, yeah, anti-tank is only really useful if I'm trying to... So I think... Oh, do you know it'd be fun, though? Blowing up this house. So then you have nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide.
Well, you'd have to spend time, I guess, repositioning or just stand there.
Run across the railway workers' house over here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you have to scout it first.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. In the interests of keeping things a little bit spooky, let's shoot Rifleman B. There are only 2 ways, so I need 6s, right?
Yep.
Okay. Rifleman B over here.
Oh. No, 4 and a 3. Mike, you're going to roll better than this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We men are counting on you.
Did we want to play a game or what? You've been stealing my dice.
Oh, yeah. I took the ones that rolled well and it was like...
Yeah, these are for me. Alright, that is the end of that.
So I'm going to platoon sergeant, and I'm going to bolster with that. I'm going to go anti-tank gun, sniper, and an engineer B. They're all the same, so we're going in there. And then I'm going to deploy a sniper. It's Yulia. And I'm going to deploy a sniper. And we'll deploy back here. I'm not going to just put them out in the open. And we're going to have a shot at Rifleman At Rifleman A, I think. Yeah, we'll keep picking off the advanced squad. 1, 2, 3 spaces away. 3 spaces away, and they have a cover. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So we're rolling 3 dice. I need an 8 or better to get the hit.
6.
Got an 8 and a 10.
Yep.
Didn't even need a sniper for this one. Do you have an A? Well, not an
I do.
Yeah, cool.
Yikes.
Nice. Good job, snipers. And then my last one is a fog of war. Not on my fog of war and scouts at the same time. Would like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Why did I do this? This is interesting. I think we're going to.
I don't like this
There we
sniper
go.
on
We're
the
ready.
board.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. 7 and 5. Oh,
Rifleman Bob couldn't do it. He couldn't
again,
secure
and you're
the
getting the
initiative.
better of Sad Bob for a second time in a row, so got his number. And so we're going to see a further sniper attack, and the sniper attack is going to be against Rifleman A. And so this is the same again. It's going to be 8 or better on 3 dice.
Yep.
There we go.
So they don't have a card, so they're going to be routed.
Going to route. So they're right. The little right flags are there. Yeah. Should I find it? Oh, here we go.
Come over here. Get over here. There we go.
And I'm going to ask them to go backwards 1 into this no cover space. So Rifleman A, routed. Good job, sniper section. And then I think we're going to... Mike, please take a fog of war with a conceal.
Oh, dear.
And then please take another fog of war with conceal. We're going to make Mike's deck full of just junk. The tanks are just going to get confused by all the things going on. If I can't stop them, I'll slow them down. That's going to be my hope. Anyway, that's my 3 cards: a sniper and 2 scout A's.
Seems legit. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a fog of war.
Spooky.
Spooky, scary. I'm going to use... I'm going to use Panzer IV to shoot at the anti-tank gun.
Cool.
So I'm looking for 7s?
7s. This anti-tank gun not being in cover is quite painful.
Yep.
Yep.
Here, yeah. There we go. All right. Let's have a look and see what we can do. Fuck.
Mike, you gotta train these crews better.
I can't. Well, I'll do Panzer III, same shot, but it's looking for 8s.
Yeah, because it's space further away.
10. There we
Okay,
go.
you get one. So no anti-tank in hand or the play area. Gotta get the anti-tank from here. My casualty file is just 3 anti-tanks.
Yeah, the anti-tank gun got taken out
With prejudice.
pretty quickly. But now, of course,
So during
we
1.
still have to survive long enough to, I don't know.
To realise victory. To actually drive the thing past the anti-tank gun.
Yeah, precisely.
We've got the route scouted. I think I'm going to be relying on fog to just confuse your drivers.
Yeah, it's true. It's just a really foggy day. Well, that's probably why they're
It's all
missing
the smoke
so
and
much.
cordite. Yeah. This anti-tank gun is actually just a fog machine. 1, 2, 3.
I thought I was the one with the fog machine. Oh, that's smoke. That's different.
Oh.
Trying to evenly distribute the fog of war. There's so much fog of war.
Maybe better to have it all at once. You're just here's an initiative fog of war, and then fog of war.
Maybe.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's a 7 and a fog of war. Overkill, but okay. Maxim goes to discard. And then we're going to have a Scout A, who's going to do a... No, I'm actually just going to recon. Sorry, not recon. The conceal action.
You are
recon. What's the one where you get rid of a fog?
That's recon.
Recon. There you go. So I get rid of one of them. I'm going to put it in my casualties pile so we remember, thanks to
Aston.
Actually, I won't. I'll put it next to it so we don't miscount. And I draw a replacement.
Oh yeah, you don't want to count fog of war amongst your casualty limit.
I'm going to move Rifleman B. This scarred Rifleman B is going to wander into here. Come and join a slot in the space. And then finally, Amir is going to take a shot at Rifleman B.
So this is your sniper shooting all the way across the map. That's going to be a 10.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a 10. So only on 10s.
Could happen.
Yeah. 0.9 to the power 3. I got a 10 though.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get killed because you can't miss.
Yeah, apparently. And you apparently only can miss. Like, it's... Apart from when you're firing an anti-tank gun.
Well,
that's alright from being on. How many casualties are in your pile?
4, I think.
4. Okay. I'm sad I didn't get that out of your hand, though. That would have been nice, just shortening the hand. But I probably shouldn't complain. It's pretty dreamy stuff from my snipers. The anti-tank gun crew, not long for this world, but the sniper squad, they've got it.
You've only bought the one sniper card, or have you got 2 now?
All 3 of my snipers.
Oh god.
I bought them all.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to begin my turn with a scout doing a recon.
Yep.
Okay. Now, yeah, I think this is the way. Panzer IV advances.
Rumble, rumble, rumble.
So tempted to shoot at those snipers, but I'm just going to miss. So let's advance again.
Oh. No, I don't like this.
I've just realized that I haven't scouted this space.
I've just realised Mike hasn't scouted that space and I should start shooting his scouts.
Oh my god. Idiot. I should have said nothing. What a dumbass. I don't know why. In my brain, I just thought that because there's a token on it, I didn't need to worry about that.
No, you're right. It needs scouting as well. Right. Okay. Which of these?
I think that might... I mean, aside from all the missing, that might be the actual tactical blunder that's cost me the game.
3. Oh. 3, 2, 1. It's Anya again. Anya this time outwits a fog of war. Even less problem than outwitting.
She's on the ball.
I'm going to scout to recon. Get rid of that fog of war. Draw a replacement card. I draw a fog of war. So that's that. Platoon sergeant though, we're going to command to draw 2. And now we have a problem. Because, yeah, this isn't what we dreamed of. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to play Engineer B. Is going to appear here. So where's our little tray? Could you pass me a Soviet B engineer?
I'm going to eat it instead. How about that?
That sounds like it might be quite effective against you, but right now sadly the engineers have just arrived being like, yeah, we're ready to mine up this space, and like, you know, the rest of the Rifleman B squad are pointing like, look, the tank's already gone that way, buddy, like you're late. like Rifleman B charged forwards bravely and now irrelevant. But what Engineer B is going to do is they're going to attack and they've got little submachine guns. So they can only attack in their own space, but they'll attack versus the scouts here. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. And it's a 6 or better to hit. Got a 9.
That's a 9. So that's a hit on Scout A.
Hit on Scout A.
Okay.
And then finally, we're going to have a sniper who's going to do an attack on Rifleman B. So this is 10s only.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 3 of them here. A 9, no 10s.
Lucky for me, because that would have been game. I think.
Oh,
this is just immediately stressful. All right, I'm gonna play Platoon Sergeant to bolster.
I wonder what could be bolstering here.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Scout B, a Rifleman A, and a Rifleman B. Cool. Rifleman B are gonna have,
and that immediately unroutes these guys, right? As soon as you take a
exactly.
So I'll pass you a little route.
So and what I'll take my elite Rifleman B, I guess, because he's got command on him. Although you are shooting at them, so do I really want to lose him? No, I don't really want to lose my only Rifleman B, who's kind of useful. Although his only real use is to have all 3 actions and then also allow them to move. He's also got better initiative on him, so yeah, let's add him in. I think I need all the help I can get here. So we're basically just bolstering our forces here because we're taking so many casualties.
Yeah, and for those of you who are like tuning for the first time or something, there's this objective of getting to this marker for one of Mike's tanks, but the other way to win is to rout both of the other person's riflemen. And so that's given that he's completely ruined my anti-tank and accelerated past my engineers who are going to mine up the road. This is now probably some blend of going for these riflemen is how I'm going to have to try and win.
I've also got a Fog of War here and a Panzer III. So Panzer III will just advance. So, cool. Sorry, it's advanced 1 tile further up to here.
Oh.
Now, what it decides to do after that, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay. Ready. We're going to this little zoom in. 3, 2, 1. I've got a 6.
Got a 7.
No! Didn't do a job.
Gimme. Alright. I've only got 2 cards to play here because I've also got Fog of War. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to bring my sniper in to position next to Rifleman B. And then I'm going to take a shot. So tempted to shoot your snipers. I'm also worried about those engineers, though.
Don't be. They're fine. You're slow moving into this.
I don't know what... Actually, let's shoot the engineers. Good lord. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 9s.
9, but you've got 3 dice, right? Because it's a sniper shot.
Exactly. It's a hit.
It's a hit. I don't have an engineer B in hand, but there is definitely an engineer B here. That's going in the casualties pile.
Okay.
And what is your last card?
It is Panzer IV again. And I think while we're on the track, let's just
move.
Yep. Yeah, let's just keep rolling.
Okay, we're gonna Rifleman A. So Rifleman A is gonna do an attack versus Scout B. So this is 1, 2, 3 tiles away, no cover. So it's 3 + 5 is 8. It's just 1 die though. No. We're going to do that same shot again.
With another rifleman
With another
A.
rifleman A.
Those reserves trying to pull their weight. And failing.
And failing. Then we're going to use a sniper. Attack 3. We're actually going to hit the scout. We're also going to go for the scout B. I hope that we'd have something more productive to do at this point. But scout B it is. So this is a sniper shot. So this is 3 dice.
Looking for
again.
eights.
8. And now I can't roll. Getting away with it, those scouts. Oh,
oh my god. Luke, you gotta
5 dice.
Stop it with these stress. Stop taking advantage of all my mistakes.
That's all I can do. You have tanks. Like,
it's true, but all they're good for is driving around.
I can't hurt them anymore, basically. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can blow them up with demo charges.
Yeah, if I could catch them, but they keep driving away from me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a swift decision from Mike. Mike does have the what's it called? The initiative, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, that's my card. 3, 2, 1.
7.
7, 5.
Alright. I think what I've done here is managed to successfully make up for my mistakes. I'm playing a Scout B
No!
to scout this space. Alright, Luke. I'm 1 Panzer IV card away from winning. But, unfortunately, I don't have it in hand. What I do have is Panzer III, which is the wrong number of Panzer. So, what will Panzer III do? How many casualties have you taken?
4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the threshold for the next level?
I will have to check. How many casualties have you taken? Meanwhile,
I've
can play this game, Mike.
I've taken 5. If you count
so
10.
5 casualties causes you 2 permanent casualties.
Okay.
4 casualties causes you 1. So
Okay, so you're right on the doorstep.
on the margin, yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a shot with Panzer III then.
Who are you shooting at?
Oh, I think in the interests of sort of still trying to progress my victory condition, I either need to shoot the engineers or the riflemen. I think, though, hammering Rifleman B is possibly more productive, although I don't know actually if you've got any in your deck that aren't already...
That aren't this guy.
Yeah, that aren't already recruits. But let's do it anyway. So we're going to do... It's attack 2, they've got defense 5, so we're looking for 5 ups.
I thought you might go for my engineers here.
I
know what you did.
I mean, well, they need 3 actions to get the Panzers, right? To get Panzer IV.
Yeah, they could just start mining here.
Yeah, they
like,
could.
Don't you come forward.
I mean, well, they could mine here to stall Panzer III, but I feel like that's not your priority. They could also move in here and attack Panzer III, but again,
which would be quite funny.
Which would be quite funny. But if I can rout Rifleman B, then I suppose you'll have to... Well, you don't have to do shit about that, actually. All right, you know, you talked me into shooting Engineers B. Are you happy now?
No, I think the reason I don't have... Well, you shouldn't... I probably don't have any Engineers B in my deck. I might do.
You might do.
I'm not going to tell you either way, but it should be... There are 3 cards here.
Then it's fairly obvious, yeah. Let's shoot right.
So
let's stick
if your
with
aim is to cause me a casualty, then you don't want to shoot Engineer B.
Yeah, I know Rifleman B is in the deck.
There's at least one right there.
It's a 9, so.
And it has to be that Rifleman B, because I don't have one in my hand. And do you have another card?
I do. It's Fog of War.
Yeah, if that was a Panzer IV, I would be like, fuck you. How dare you?
How dare you? That's for me.
Well, I guess I have to try and take a shot to win. So we're first going to make a sniper attack versus your Rifleman B.
Yep, Rifleman B continuing to get...
This has to be 10s. Nope. And then we'll make this Rifleman is going to shoot.
So this is Rifleman A at the back.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4. He's actually going to shoot at your Rifleman A.
Yeah, who's like he's very far away, but he is like waving in a field, like come
he's
get
completely
me.
open, and it's a nice straight line.
Yeah.
So this is
and
an
he's
8
playing
or
loud
better.
music as well. That's a 10.
would have taken care of the Rifleman B. Shoot higher you as a sniper. Yeah. And
let's
your
have
Rifleman A.
There he is.
Wow. Cool. More casualties for the pile, though, at least. I think A is Mike's elite squad, so that might have been someone I want to get rid of. Anyway, and the last one's Fog of War.
It's true.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys have all been watching the stream. Did anyone see me take a Fog of War with those scouts? How many should be here at the start?
I think 9 was it? Yeah, I think we counted 9.
Do you have 11 in the total?
Let's have a check at the little thing and hopefully it says.
I'm just going to backtrack real quick because I should put 2 in.
Scan.
So it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in my deck.
It should be
minus 1.
10 Fog of War in the supply, 2 in the starting deck, so 12.
12 in total.
12 in total.
All right, so we've got 3 here and 1 there. That's 4, which means that there's 8 in my deck. Which is the 2 starting ones plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 plus I gave you 3, I think, or 2. I think maybe only 2. I think I gave you 2. I wouldn't worry about it. I think we're gonna we'll find out shortly.
Oh God, I think I forgot.
Supply. Oh yeah, there should only be 10. This is the list of actual things. So no, the supply to starting deck. The supply is non-exclusive to the starting deck. So yeah, you should have started. There should have been 10 at the start, 8 in there, 2 in your hand.
10 total.
10 total. Yeah.
Okay, so
wait a minute. I didn't realize that this listing of starting deck.
3, 4. So that's 6 in my deck currently, which is 2 starting ones, 2 you gave me. No, I'm definitely under. I should. 2 you gave me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh God! The problem is I don't know how many conceal actions you did. We're gonna say
I did 2. I did at least. I think I did 2 conceal actions. I don't think I did 3. I definitely did more than 1 though. So
yes, you definitely did 2. I do remember you doing 2 in a round. So
and you've scouted 4 spaces.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 2 plus 2 should be 8. Yeah. So you should definitely have 1.
I should definitely have 1 more. Well, now the problem is I seem to be missing 2. No, I reconned that one.
Yeah, you recon 1 out, but that's fine because when you recon them, they go from the game.
Okay, well, I'm definitely 1 short at least. Sorry, folks, if I've missed something at some point. Mostly sorry.
It's probably not going to make a difference. I think you're going to walk in there.
Well, we don't know. I could shuffle both pans or 4 cards to the bottom and then be just mullered for, 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, just ping you off. I'll try. My goal now is to get Mike to 9 casualties. So 10 casualties, isn't it?
10, yeah.
But you're currently on 6, is it?
6, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yikes.
So if I can inflict 4 casualties before Mike gets a turn.
If I could just deal myself Platoon Sergeant and Panzer IV, that'd be great.
Yeah, just be like, thanks, that's what I needed.
Come on. In the name of...
Foggy card. Yeah, look, that deck is mostly fog. Come on.
It's so much Fog of War. Yikes.
My deck is so slim. These are the cards not in my hand.
Oh my God.
That means these cards are snipers.
Oh God, so many snipers. I like how you fired the anti-tank once and then just resorted to sniper.
Well, I drew all of them. You just killed them before they got a goal.
Well, it was...
I think I should have made use of the suppress on the anti-tank. But I guess as soon as you hit the anti-tank, it actually disrupt the suppress. So even that wouldn't have been influential.
Is that your initiative card?
Yeah, that's my initiative card. I'm all set.
Okay.
I did not have a very big deck to shuffle. Cool. Already 3, 2, 1. That's not a platoon sergeant. That's a Fog of War.
It's true.
And yeah, again with squad B. Right, and then we're going to. I did have the platoon sergeant, but it wouldn't have made a difference if you had it because you had it at the time. So I'm gonna command 2 to draw 2, which means after his turn I'm going to be just going again. It's not really what we wanted, gang.
How can you not get what you want? All you don't have.
I forgot this card was in my deck. Well, we're gonna sniper attack versus. Why are you so useless? Mike, please take that final Fog of War. Oh, no, it's not the final one. Yeah, there we go.
So you're doing a conceal action.
Doing a conceal action, yep.
Oh my god.
And then we're going to sniper attack. So an attack 3, we'll do it versus the rifleman B. So this has to be 10s.
There's
Got one. And in case someone's like, why not shoot the tank? You might shoot it out of his hand. I can only hit the tank with demo or anti-tank actions.
That was my elite rifleman B. The last guy in rifleman B who's,
competent.
Competent.
Well, actually, not just competent, elite, but... and then we're going to have another shot at rifleman B.
Sad.
So this is going to be, again, 3 shots on 0s only.
Oh my god.
Didn't get it. Did not get it.
I hate snipers. I hate snipers. I'm banning them. No more snipers in Undaunted unless they're on my team. Yes. Too stressful. Not good for my blood pressure.
And then
Not
finally,
good for my cholesterol.
we have squad leader A, who is going to... I'm actually going to do nothing with.
You're not even going to bolster?
Not going to bolster. I'm not going to... Yeah, I don't... Actually, you know what? I will bolster. I will bolster and... No, I don't want to bolster. I'm happy.
God, I envy your life. I like where you're happy. Well, I'm going to play a Fog of War.
That's not a Panzer IV.
Another Fog of War.
That's also not a Panzer IV. Did you get a full
Ends up
Fog of
Panzer
War?
IV.
No!
It's done it! It made it! Tank does it for...
At what cost?
And it's Fred! The starting driver made it to the end. Good job, Fred. You're my new MVP.
Nice. Excellent stuff. Well, congratulations. My poor anti-tank gun did not survive very long. Maybe I should have pulled it back one into the cover back here or into here. I did think about, could I move it? But I actually can't move it on my own. The anti-tank guns don't have move actions.
Oh my god, let's see.
No, you see? Because I was at the start, I was like, maybe I should drop them back in Throwaway Worker's house, but you can't do this. Now, I don't know, if you routed them, maybe, I could have been like, could you route it into there? Do me a favour?
Could you just helpfully route the anti-tank gun?
I think you
might. I don't know what you could have done then. I guess the only thing you could have done to help it would be
draw them earlier, and also bolster straight into 3 of them.
Yeah.
Then at least, when you shot them out, I would have got 1 or 2 and fired back, and then...
Yeah, and if you'd had the engineers with smoke, you could have tried to do that, but you don't have that.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, my engineers do not know how to create smoke, which is a bit sad. But anyway, congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's this was my turn to win. It's your turn next time.
It was beefy though. This was
this was very stressful. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
So let's have a look at our end of scenario stuff. Because I'm quite sad that you got me to 5 casualties as well. I was planning to withdraw when you got to 4 when you had the thing scouted, but then you went first on that turn. And so I was like, no, okay, you got me to 5. I may as well try and get you to 10, but didn't get that either. Right, so victory phase. First of all, we have a look at our little scenarios and we find out what a German victory means. This was 6C, and that's actually the one they use in the scenario, the example, so I don't have to turn to it. 6C goes to 7F on a German victory.
7F.
7F.
Uh-oh, we better find that one pencil I have.
That one pencil that was around. Do you want me to...
There we go.
Secret pencil.
It's a secret pencil. And then I get to take control of Northern Reach, right?
No, that's not what this was for. This is setting up our fight for Northern Reach.
Oh,
I'm worried that you are now going to have tanks during our fight for the Northern Reach.
Well, you seem to have preemptively got anti-tank guns, so I can only imagine you were well prepared for this.
Yes, it was 7F. And 7F means... 7F is 390 is the briefing number. And briefing 390 is... Oh, wow. Scenario 072.
Okay.
There is a card. I won't read ahead too much, but that doesn't look like a good time for me. Doesn't sound...
Is it a good time for me? Am I going to have a good time?
I mean, I think you're going to like at least one part of my problem, but we'll find out. That was the victory phase. There wasn't an area. There was a bottom scenario. Record the game state. We have casualties. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 casualties. So Mike, No, wait, I had a 5th casualty, definitely. Oh, this anti-tank. That's what it was.
You're right, yes.
Like it. Yeah, we were looking at it when we were looking at did I have move actions.
Already set up my casualties.
Would you draw
here.
me...
I got 7 in the end.
Would you draw 2 and tell me what my casualties are?
Well, I suspect they're going to be anti-tank, because I think all your other casualties
These
are reinforced.
I think this might be correct, but I can't remember. At least one of them is.
Well, there's anti-tank. And anti-tank. Okay. Was there another possibility?
Yeah, you could have hit the B engineer.
Oh, the B engineer, yeah. No, he's a reserve.
He's not a reserve.
Oh, he's not a reserve.
Nope.
For some reason, yes, he is.
Oh, he is.
He is a reserve.
Oh, yeah, he is a reserve. Yeah, so actually, yeah, it could only be in the anti-tanks. Sorry, Alyosha and Lev. I'll go get their replacements. What am I doing for you?
Right, so I've got, in here, I've got a Panzer III. We've got Rifleman A, Elite. This is my boy, Carl. I hope you don't find him. We've got Vanner Fuchs, who's a regular Rifleman A, Scout A, regular Rifleman A, and my Elite Rifleman B as well. So, sad times. There was also a normal Rifleman B, but he's been removed because he is already a reserve. Bob.
Oh, there aren't reserve forms of this card, so it's possible that we shouldn't draw this. Should we?
Well, then what can we do if all of your casualties are... This has never happened.
Yeah.
All your casualties cannot be casualties.
Vehicles. It doesn't say discard them at the end of the thing. They definitely go to the casualty phase when they're done. Count the number of cards in cash. Have I left some in here by accident? I think these are just people who've already been hurt. Yes, they are. These are all my existing casualties and removed from games. Which there are many. I'm very sad I had to look at them.
The faces of those we lost.
Yeah, my reserve deck doesn't have things for that. Let me have a quick read. These are, if you would draw more cards than there are non-reserve cards of casualty, if you would draw more cards than there are non-reserve cards in your casualty pile, instead draw as many cards as possible. So if there are,
so effectively we can't give you any... Well, we would get to that scout, right? No, the engineer, because there's no one. Yeah, they were all reserves, except for the anti-tank guns.
For every rifleman, scout, machine gunner card in your permanent casualty, take a reserve to replace it. So actually, I think the tanks also, if I draw them, there isn't a reserve tank.
Right, so they don't count?
Then they can still count, because the only ones you discard are reserve cards that you draw.
Okay, so they'll count towards the total even though they don't actually get replaced with worse cards.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right, so I should definitely be more aggressive with the tanks on account of the fact that they can't actually get worse.
They can't be permanent casualties, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, that's neat. Unfortunately, I was not super aggressive with the tanks. So
I got a Rifleman A and a Rifleman B.
Oh, the last standing man in Rifleman B. Okay, so let's find out who replaces poor George and Hans. No, George and Hans. Oh my god, my entire Rifleman B squad is now reserves. I mean, he never even got to get played.
Yeah.
He's just... And now he's gone.
Right, and then for our upgrade, we shuffle all the cards in our play area, hand, deck, discard, and casualty pile into a face-down deck.
This guy doesn't even bother putting his helmet on. He's completely apathetic. He doesn't care. Look at that 1,000-yard stare.
It's not a good time.
War is a bad time. Why do we play these games? Next time we play 15 episodes of Peace. And Hans. Goodbye, Hans.
I'm sure it's a peaceful game. It's definitely not a PAX game. PAX Renaissance, not actually very peaceful.
It's got to be a cooperative game, right? Surely.
Spirit Island?
It's not really peaceful, definitely though. You murder a lot of people in that. This guy's not got a gun, he's just got a spade. Yep, his attack is reduced to in his square only.
Flamecraft is pretty peaceful.
Flamecraft is pretty peaceful. Yeah, I mean, it is competitive, and you can be a little bit like mean in it, but overall, it's pretty peaceful. I was also going to say, Decorum. Have you heard of that?
No, that's a new one to me.
It's a cooperative game where you're all decorating a house together, but you've all got secret objectives about what you want in each room and what it should look like. So it's effectively like passive aggressive the game because it's got communication limitations. So you can't say what you want or what you have. You just have to say, no, I don't like that.
Is this like so it's like a divorce simulator game? You're setting up like just got communication issues. Like you've got to decorate the house together. Just talk to each other, guys. Like
it's more like sort of flatmates that don't know each other super well. The simulator, you know, it's like, no, I don't like that. Take that out of here. And you can't really explain why. That's all you can say is no, and then everyone else needs to piece together what you want by what you've rejected. But ultimately, you're all working together because there is a viable configuration that everyone's happy with.
Yeah. Okay. You just have to find your way there.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's very silly. So that's pretty peaceful. I'm trying to think if I have any sort of mindfulness like building games or anything like that. But nothing springs to mind really.
Yeah, I'm looking across yourselves. I see Chinatown. That's definitely not a peaceful game. That is a game of incredible arguments. I love it, but like,
that one's, yep, absolutely.
Right, so we're doing upgrades.
Yes.
So it's
now we're doing
area,
upgrades.
hand, deck, discard pile, and casualty pile all into one deck, and then draw 2.
Can the tanks get veteran status?
I don't think so. So if you draw an upgrade card, a reserve card, a command card, or a fog of war card, return it to a supply, and draw another card to replace it.
So you always get veterancy, even though you can avoid casualties.
Yes, unless if there are fewer than 2 eligible cards, draw as many cards as possible. But
so the only way to avoid getting double veterancy is if you've
just
got 2.
Have them already vetted or already all reserved, right?
Or they're all dead.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all reserves.
So that's reserve, so not relevant. That's reserve, so not relevant. I think I might have a few of these. That one's already upgraded, so not relevant. That one, we're going to upgrade a scout. We can't upgrade that because we can't.
It's an upgrade gun.
Actually, I will check that they're not upgradable, but I would be surprised if they're.
Well, it is an upgrade card, right? And it said if you draw, but did it mean already upgraded? Now the upgrade deck does kind of match the unlock deck, so it wouldn't surprise me if there were veterans.
53 would be the number. Well, fortunately, they're all like very exactly coded. Yeah, so they are actually upgraded, and this one is 53. So there we are.
Attack and it's just got better.
It just
suppress.
gets a slightly better suppress, which I could ask for more. Yeah. Like, look at this one. It's got a better. This one's attack, actually just a better attack against things.
Well, I'm glad that was not the one that upgraded. So what I'm hearing here is that there's a chance for me to get better Panzer IVs. Okay.
Oh no, I hadn't even considered that. I don't like that.
Let's see if we can find some better tanks. All right.
Oh, and I got this.
What's your better scout?
My better scout.
Oh, god damn it!
It's an 8 initiative scout again.
God damn it! Another scout I have to blow up.
Love these scouts.
F's sake. Right. That's my next target. Scout Squad A.
We're gonna say what I had one game without an 8 initiative scout since I unlocked the first one, and that's the one I lost.
8 initiative scout OP. All right, here we go. It's Panzer III. And Squad Leader A doesn't count. Fog of War doesn't count. Rifleman A is already upgraded. Fog of War. It's 2 Panzer IIIs. I'm gonna have elite Panzer III unit.
I'm kind of worried about that.
51 and 49. I'm excited.
Right, so, and then I'm just going to put them all back where they belong. A scout.
I suppose Panzer III was like securing the rear guard. Is that called the vanguard?
The rear guard, yeah, that's the rear. Vanguard's the front.
The vanguard's the front, so they're the rear guard, and they've been upgraded. So Alphonse and August have become Alphonse is here. He's gotten better. His betterness is improved attack and improved suppress. And then we've got August, whose new power is he's now got assault. He can move and shoot. That's cool. Luke's extremely pleased for me.
No, much rather you did not have either of those. Like that's not it. Like assault is you could do a move and then the shoot, as Mike just said, and that is scary, especially on a tank, because you can be in like some nice like little spot around the side and then just come around the corner and immediately fire off a shot and I'll be like, oh no, it's not what I want to see. Right, so I'll put that back there. Oh.
That's
So
exciting.
after 6 scenarios, we've got 3 each. It continues to be level pegging.
It's almost like they designed it this way.
Yeah. Though I'd say like a lot of them being close, right? It really feels like the last one could have gone the opposite way. This one could have gone the opposite way. Though I think
the last
I would have
two...
had to get kind of lucky with this one. So like, I got a lot of quite lucky shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to get even more lucky, right? Because I hit those 10s on all but 2 of the rolls where I was trying to find it. Like, there was the 1 rifleman's, but I don't really count them because 10% chance in that opinion.
I think running the rifleman B up and getting engineers B into that spot was the right move. To sort of attempt to damage the tanks. If you could, because my deck was getting pretty lousy, and if you got some of the tank cards out,
and if I'd hit that scout A, like the additional time, before they got to like run in here and scout it again. So I hadn't noticed you had not got that last space. So
yeah, I mean, this was a tactical blunder that fortunately I picked up on before the tank
was just parked
there.
I'm not going there.
On the other hand, I did immediately announce it out loud to you, which was possibly a mistake.
It was very generous of you. In the interest of fairness. Right, so we're going to 7F. Just 390. I'm just updating my sheet. I'm reading all about my low morale card, which is upcoming. Not a good time.
Oh no, am I going to get one too?
Well, I don't know. Mine's talking about it. You won the last fight, so I kind of.
So maybe...
If command was like everyone feels crap about the fact that you led us to victory, I'd be a little surprised, but you never know. Maybe the casualties along the way are mounting, and that's how it is for you.
Oh god.
You having a little sneaky read.
I had a little sneaky peeky. I think that low morale has got nothing to do with who's winning.
It's just beginning to sink in. It's the fact that we've just been grinding it through the city and no one's getting fed properly.
Nobody's getting fed properly. Lots of people have died. Rifleman B is entirely reserves.
Yeah, honestly, low morale seems generous as a term for what's going on here.
Yeah, crushingly upset morale. Yeah. That was the card I spied actually in the deck. I was like, oh geez. Well, that's trotted out. So, I'm going to take a quick break for 1 second to chat with Luke. We'll be right back. Hey folks, hey, I see we got Asked to V in chat. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for your comments. I gave you a shout out earlier, but thanks again for the rules corrections. Yeah, we're going to have a crack at the next scenario. So we're going to be 10-15 minutes setting that up and getting ready, and then we're going to go and play what is
Tank support.
tank support.
Which appears to be me bunkered down in a house while Mike surrounds it with tanks, but has to get either inside the house or round the corner and kind of capture the rest of the territory. It's gonna
Luke's
be
super nice objective is just kill 10 Germans.
something new and different for me with my sniper-based strategy.
Oh god, I'm gonna kill all those snipers. I've decided my new mission this round is actually just kill the snipers, blow them all up,
Snipers.
blow them all up, get them out of here.
3 snipers in the casualties. No, and then just withdraw. Like, it just be like, I've got your snipers in there. I don't want to hit anything else.
Oh my god. Right, so we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. See you all shortly for the next game.
See you again.
Hello, everybody, and we're back. We're all set up for what's it called? Tank assault.
It's called tank support.
Tank support.
Well, at least they're supporting you. They're not supporting me. I'd think more tank assault, but
yeah, these tanks are not very supportive at all. How did this happen? This is a crazy scenario, actually, that we've just set up for. So Luke's just got to kill me, and I've just got to capture 3 points. But
I've got to inflict 10 casualties.
Yeah.
And 3 points, and that's not 3 separate points. That's literally 3 points worth. So this one here is worth 2. This one here is worth 3. You could just get that one.
If I can somehow get in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be an interesting time, and you've got a lot of ground already scouted, and we're starting right next to each other, including right next to Mike's tanks.
Yeah, this is gonna be short and bloody, I think.
We'll see. Yeah. No, it might be about which one of us backs down first. Like, I think it's going to depend how these opening blows land.
Yeah, this might just be sort of like, does someone get lucky in these opening salvos or not? Or it could be like that other one where we just get super tenacious and just, commit.
Try and bleed each other out. Problem for Mike potentially with that is me bleeding Mike out is also me winning.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about complex strategies here. You just need to do damage. I actually have to think about stuff.
But we do both have a twist. It is the low morale that we threatened. We're both afflicted by low morale.
So we get to add this card to our deck. It's a 0 initiative card with no effect that must be played for initiative when you draw it.
So, yeah, unless we both draw it at the same time, if you have to play this, you're losing initiative.
And there's no way to get rid of this. I was checking to see if I could find something like a cigarettes card I could play to remove this from my deck,
Chocolates, cigarettes, no.
A bottle of whiskey. But no such luck.
Right, so shall we do our reads and then we'll assemble our decks?
Yes, let's do that.
Great. 390. Let me check I'm going to redo the right one. Yes, 390. Okay, gang. 390. Maxim forced himself not to gorge on the hunk of fresh bread in his hand. Around him, members of the squad were tucking voraciously into packs of supplies they'd just unloaded to the rear of a fortified post that they'd just been dug into. The sergeant felt the urge to do the same. His stomach was aching with hunger, and he was quivering with cold. But he had to show strength, leadership, now more than ever. The fighting in the Northern Reach had turned into even more of a bitter grind than any of them had anticipated. The weather was closing in, and food had grown progressively scarcer over the past 5 days, at least until just now. A supply run from Gruden's steam mill had finally braved the shells and the snipers. Maxim took a measured bite of bread, savouring it. He didn't get a chance to take another. Vibrations were growing stronger in the cold stone beneath him, and he could hear the distant grumble of engines, rising above the ever-present crump of the artillery. Even more damn tanks. Everybody up, he barked. And then it says I have to take low morale, and the low morale card is going to make me very sad.
Holy shit. I've got like 5 instructions.
Are they not all to do with low morale? Mine was like, take a low morale card, put it
Max
here.
has been awarded a medal for his success in the previous mission. Replace your platoon sergeant with card 56.
You get tanks and a better platoon sergeant? Oh.
The game knows that I'm not very good.
But you also got low morale? How, like, it's 3-3. Like,
look, just because the officers are good... No, I want to...
If giving him a medal makes him worse, that will be genuinely quite funny.
That would be actually genuinely really satirical.
Yeah.
Wait. Card 56? Max has been awarded.
It should be... It might be unlock. Is it SL rather than U?
Oh, yeah, it's L.
So it'll be in the lock deck rather than the upgrade deck.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why it feels like an upgrade, but it's...
But it's not. It's possibly a downgrade. So look.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for overconfident. Bit full, full-headed, not airheaded. Well, yeah. Overconfidence from newly
No,
medal.
he's slightly better now. He has bolster 4 instead of bolster 3 and initiative 10.
Bolster 4 and initiative 10?
Yep. Here's Fancy Max.
Bolster 4 feels really strong, and you've got tanks. Right. It's time to dig in and do some damage, boys.
Yeah, all you have to do is murder.
Unfortunately, I can't deprive Max. I can't, like, shooting Max doesn't.
Yeah, Max is just happy with his shiny new medal. Of course, nobody spoil for poor Max about how this goes, because... however, you have been beset by low morale. Take that card. As long as it's low morale is in your deck now, can't be gotten rid of. Yeah, it just explains the rest of that. So there we go.
Cool.
Yikes! So then we get to build up our deck here.
Yep.
According to
mine is baseline plus low morale, but I assume yours is baseline plus some tanks.
It is. It's baseline plus low morale plus also one of each tank.
Baseline plus low morale. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if you could make like a picture with these. If you put them next to each other.
Get a choice of. Are they not? They are slightly moved on from each other. They look like a scope.
They're all slightly different.
I think that. Oh yeah, they are. They got little, but they're like clearly like a wider picture where it's like sections of it cut across. You can make a little panorama if you overlapped them more.
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, there's also some of them's on fire. Okay.
there's a lot of it's on fire.
Yeah, okay, so that's my things, and they're going to make choices about the rest. I think, look, this rifleman's not going to need to control anything, so I am absolutely starting with just a rifleman who can attack, or move. So my rifleman B, is that my scout B?
Bring back Fred. Bring back Fred.
Scout B, I think we can go with just this guy. Yeah, and then A choices, we might have a more interesting time. So A, these guys are exposed. They're in some pretty open ground at the moment, and that's probably not a good time for them. I think we'll start with the wounded one of them. Scout A, meanwhile, I only get the guide ability out of that one. The upgraded thing. Let's go. Let's start with Andre, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Poor Rifleman B. I mean, look at them. Look at them.
Oh, God, they
My
are.
poor Rifleman B. They're all so sad.
They really are.
Well, I guess we're going to take these guys because Rifleman B, fortunately, happen to be the ones right here on the front line. So at least they're not miles away. Like Rifleman A, who do have a casualty now, sadly. I think our rifleman, we're actually going to take our, we're going to start with our wounded rifleman, on account of the fact that, it's not their job really in this mission is to take control of stuff and move around. I'm not relying on them for attacking.
Attacks.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, where are all my Scout Bs at? I've only got 3. Should I only have 3 Scout Bs?
Yeah, scouts, you have 3 in each squad.
Wild. I can't believe I have not upgraded or lost a single Scout B yet. Have they just done nothing?
I've generally not shot at them so much. Which maybe is a mistake. Maybe something I could learn. But I've generally, when I got open shots, I've been shooting at riflemen because I'm like, yeah, okay, let's get this done.
And we're taking Scout A with Guide. I like him. He's cool. Alright, so there's our baseline plus low morale and 2 tanks.
Just really not a fan of those tanks. Seems very rude.
Rude. Rude of you to bring so many tanks.
Yeah, definitely.
And look how big the tokens are. They're just obnoxiously large. They have so much space on the board.
You actually have to squeeze them in. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a good opening hand.
It's going to be an interesting opening hand. I'll give up on that. It. I wouldn't describe it as the perfect opening hand, but I wouldn't want to. Yeah, that would just be maybe overzealous.
This is the perfect opening hand. I can feel it. I'm just so confident.
Mate, don't look. Chat knows what's happening. Right, are we ready?
No.
3, 2, 1. It's low morale. I was reading it like, the low morale. There you go.
I should have known when you decided so fast. All
Well,
right.
sometimes I've decided fast anyway. It's normally when I got a Scout 8, I'm just like, here you go.
Well, I've got a fun surprise for you. You ready?
Are you going to crush my poor people who are...
I'm going to begin with Panzer 3, and this is my elite Panzer with assault. So it's going to move right in and just start shooting at you.
Well, that square's not scouted yet, so you can't actually move into it.
Oh, shit, you're right.
But if you... but a Scout B here will do it for you. Even a Scout A will do it for you.
Well, sadly, I can't do that. So...
For any of you wondering what the defensive situation is, this one is fortified and is 2 strength, but it's not a building. It's just been bunkered down a bit. And this one is 3 strength and a building.
Do you know what, Luke? I've decided to completely change my strategy based entirely on the fact that I can't shoot you. And Bonbon is here. We were wondering. I've just heard her. She's down there somewhere. Panzer 3 is now going to trundle on down here, and then it's going to shoot the building that you're in.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a shot of the building. The building is 8. You have 2. So this is an anti-tank attack.
Yep.
So you're rolling 2 dice, and you need an 8 or better to damage this building. Right, let's see how it is.
Don't know if that's a good opening play. But what I'd like to do is destroy this building so I can get in here and have these 3 points. We'll just make this entire thing a fight over this. Well, actually, do you know what, though? Is this a fool's errand? Because the thing about this... I mean, the thing about either of these spaces is I have to get you out. I have to get you out of them in order to take control of them. So unless I can completely rout you...
Then you could just walk over here and take these. Way over this way. This little...
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there is this sort of backup. Bonbon's demanding to be let out.
Bonbon's demands cause an earthquake.
Bonbon completely ruining the audio of my streams. This is the price we pay for fluffy little friends. Look at her go, she's so sassy.
She's a sassy little walk.
She's got such a sassy walk. Okay. Oh, I don't like... But if I could get an 8, how fun would that be? Does the building not have range?
What do you mean, does the building not have range? The building, attacking the building, yeah, it does.
Because I've only used bombs on it.
Yeah, so there is 1 range on it, so it's actually a 9 or higher to attack it, I'm pretty confident. Maybe buildings don't, I will just have a little check. Building cover bonus, no, that's not it. Running against a building, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm bummed out now that Panzer 3 can't just move into the same space as those.
Targeting buildings. A building total defense is the sum of its printed value and the range bonus. Do not add a cover bonus. Yeah, so it doesn't cover itself. It's not like, oh, I hide behind my own walls, but it does have a range. So in this case, it's 9. It would be 8 if you were bombing it.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Let's attack the building. Double 10!
Well, only one of them matters, fortunately, but
Boo! No, the building is dust. It evaporates. Remove the tile from the game.
Not a fan of that. Oh, we'd set up defensively. We were ready for them. The railway workers' house is immediately crumbling. So we need 609A.
That's Elite Panzer Man August.
609. That's B. Whoops. That's not quite right. Let's have a look over here. 609.
This multi-story building was a veritable fortress, and both sides valued it greatly, even though it was still under construction at the start of the battle.
Well, now there's been some setbacks in the construction plan. There we are, railway workers' house.
This multi-story building was a veritable fortress, except now it's got a draft.
now it's drafty, got some holes. And that's made it easier to destroy in the future, but also it's knocked down its defensive bonus by 1.
Yeah. So it's not like super helpful, but also it's not unhelpful. Thank you for administrating the box there.
That's all right.
All right. And so here is Platoon Sergeant Max upgraded, bolster 4. So we're definitely doing bolster 4 here, and we're going to grab a Rifleman A. I'm going to take, I guess I'll take upgraded Assault Rifleman so that they can move and attack. And I'm going to bolster a Rifleman B as well. Poor Bob, he's not going to see any play this game because he's lost the control action, which is like the one thing they need to do. So we'll put in my other Rifleman B, who can only attack in the same space that they're in, because quite frankly, they're
going to be pretty close quarters.
They're right there. It's going to be close quarters anyway. And then we will take 2 more cards, which I think is going to be another 2 tank cards. So I'm going to just add my other advanced Panzer 3 card and a Panzer 4 card. We'll take Norbert. Norbert, the Panzer 4 commander.
Cool.
So they're all going into
the discard pile.
The discard pile.
And then you got one more card.
Yep, it's Rifleman A.
Rifleman A.
So,
okay, so that's the guy over here.
Yep, and he's just going to use this opportunity to sort of slowly advance over this way.
Have a walk.
Yeah, have a little walk over there towards those other areas. Who knows what's going to happen. So there's my plate area. We'll leave it out there. And now it's over to Luke.
Cool. Well, I'm starting the battle with some scouting, though you would have thought I might know where you are, given the rumble of tanks and the destruction. So first we're going to recon, to discard this one, and draw a replacement.
Get rid of a Fog of War. Nice one.
And then... now, that isn't really what I want to do. But maybe it is the time to do it.
What did you take in... Oh, you drew a card. That's right. It was recon, not bolster.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we'll do it again. We're gonna recon. I drew another Fog of War, so
that's a really nice opening move, though. I really like that.
And then Rifleman A, yes, I was still gonna get my attack off. So Rifleman A is gonna fire at, you know what? He's gonna fire at Scout B.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
It's what kind of cover are you in? You've got 1 defense, 1 away, so this is a 7 or better. For the shot, come on, really. He misses.
Is it 4?
It's a 4.
I used up all the 10s. I'm sorry.
I know. Very sad about this opening.
That was quite sad. I felt sorry for you there.
1, 2, 3, 4. However, I now know what my 4 cards here are. And we're going to have a little think about what makes sense to do here. It's definitely one of these 2.
Yep. Cool. Everybody ready? You are? 3, 2, 1, 7. 5.
I will take the initiative. Thank you. Okay. So then, right, we have Rifleman B is going to take a shot at Scout A. So this is
8.
1, 2, plus 3. Yeah, plus 1 is 8. So 8 or better for the shot from Rifleman B.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. That is not a hit.
Keeping my head down low.
Right, and then we're going to do some bolstering. We're going to do 5 bolsters.
Oh my god.
So
2 of them have to be Squad A, and then the other
2
3
of them have to be Squad
anything.
let's do them first. We're gonna get a rifleman A.
All right, chat. You need to help me remember what he buys so that I know what to shoot. Oh no, wait! I can't shoot it till it's on the board. Boo.
We're gonna take that rifleman.
That means at least it gets to show up and do something.
That rifleman A. It's in my discard. And then we're gonna take a machine gunner A.
Oh, the machine gunners didn't even show up in our last game.
No, they didn't. But now they got something to do. I think we'll take machine gunner A. And then I'll bolster 3. And we're going to take a sniper. And we're going to take 2 machine gunner Bs, I think. I don't want that. Actually, we'll take 1 machine gunner B and another machine gunner A. It's going to be that guy. Oh yeah. Cool. We are set up.
So you took in the end you took rifleman A, machine gunner A, 2 machine gunner Bs and a sniper?
I took a sniper, a machine gunner B, and a machine gunner A with my platoon sergeant. I took a rifleman A and a machine gun A with my squad leader.
Okay.
So it's 2 A machine gunners, a rifleman A, and a B machine gunner and a sniper.
I'm not a massively big fan of this force arrayed against me.
Are we ready? Oh no, you gotta take your turn. Yeah, so that's my play area. Well, actually, no, it's not. Somewhere in the discard. You two are in the play area. You guys are in the discard.
Have you been through your whole deck already?
Yes.
Oh my god. What's that rifleman B doing?
Oh yeah, he should be in the play. The rifleman B is the one I played first.
No, this one.
Yeah, he's the one I played first. Remember, I took a shot at your scouts, whatever.
Right, so he's from the play area.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And everything else is in the discard, apart from there should be something else.
All right. Oh, my lock deck is out. Put that away. All right, so here's what we got. We're going to do Scout A. And Scout A is going to go boom, boom. Scout this spot here. And that gives me a Fog of War. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use Squad Leader A, who's going to inspire Scout A to do a recon, get rid of this Fog of War, out of the game. So I will draw a card.
If only I could have landed one of those shots on Scout A, would have been lovely.
Yeah, it would have been good. This is secretly sweating. All right, and then let's do Scout B.
Oh no!
And he's just going to go a Scout. And end up in this house with you guys. Hello. Now, actually, oh, it doesn't matter, actually. He couldn't do it any other way. I was just wondering if I'd ended up in here, would I have 2 defense?
I think
or is the fortifications
only go to the person who controls the square.
Oh, that's an interesting nuance. Okay, I thought maybe it was just if you were... Anyway, that's 2 more Fogs of War. Sad.
Fortification bonuses.
Hey, Bree's here. Hey, Bree, how you doing?
The fortification bonus, if the target of a combat action is on a tile it controls, use the higher fortification bonus, otherwise use the normal one. So there's been on a square they control to use the thing, otherwise you don't get to use the fortification bonus.
Well, Bree, I'm currently okay, but we'll see how long that lasts. Luke's on a mission to kill as many of my soldiers as possible.
You've got the scouting you need done.
Yeah, that's a start.
This could be yeah, I will.
Poor Luke's constantly just on
look, it's
on bomb duty.
It's a worthy cause.
RSP mug on the table. Oh, Bree's got her RSP mug. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Bree is is a friend of ours and a rep from Lucky Duck Games, and she's the one that kindly supports the Thankmas stream with prize support every year. So we're very grateful to Lucky Duck for doing that. All right, here we go.
All right. Let's see if my first turn ended up being my first run through a deck ended up being kind of an efficiency game, but not a Not,
Yeah,
not,
well,
not
you
most
know, you don't-
impactful. Everyone missed all their shots.
Well, that's all right. Let's have a look. What are we doing? Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Right. You ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. I've got a 7.
I got a 0.
0. Oh,
It's my, you could have known that I had my low morale
oh
coming.
yeah, I
early.
should have known. Yes, you
should.
actually had to have it.
Yeah, it was it was my last round. I hadn't got it yet.
Not that good of the game, Mike. Not that good.
It's alright. Card counting for nerds.
Who would do such a thing? Right. Okay. I think we're gonna have to
Oh, that's your 2. You can have that.
do some attacking then. So we're gonna rifleman A. This chap here. We're gonna attack your rifleman A. So it's 1, 2. Yeah, there's no cover there. So he will hit on a 6 or better.
Yep.
7.
That's a 7.
We get a rifleman A hit. So it tells me
I choose who comes out. Wow, this. I can't remember if I added one more in, but there we go. This Shovel Man. Shovel Man is out.
But yes, you choose. So.
Yeah. So I'm happy for Shovel Man to be out.
Now I'm kind of happy for you to walk in there. So now I'm gonna rifleman A is gonna take another shot with different rifleman A. They're gonna again same shot again across the open ground, 6 or better. What is it?
It's a 9.
9. Oh, for better at shooting. Do you have a rifleman A?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you got the scouting done. I'm very upset about it. I was like, I'm just gonna focus the scouts. Mike's bolstered his rifleman, and they've got in position. Now it's time to get rid of those who could control.
Yeah. Well.
And I'm going to take two markers.
Yep, that's true. 2 points for you.
20% of the way to victory. Whereas
No.
Mike is 0%. You should withdraw now, Mike. It's all
true.
over. And then finally, I have my Scout B, who I think. You see, you've just done a reshuffle, but I kind of want a recon to be like have a fog of war.
You can't. Recon is the one that gets it out your deck.
Oh, yeah,
you
good
actually
point.
don't have the conceal
I
action.
don't have a conceal action because he's injured.
Because he's the...
Bon Bon has blessed us by not destroying Stalingrad.
Thank you, Bon Bon.
So in which case, Scout B is going to do an attack versus Rifleman A again. Let's find out how it is. So 1 die.
Oh, hang on. You got your 9 in there still.
Oh, friendly. So this is again a 6 or better. What is it? A 9.
Yeah,
Do you have one?
I'm
on
sure
there?
they're routed. Yeah, they're routed.
I'm going to choose for them to route back where they came from.
This makes perfect sense. Here is a little routing token.
And so they're getting a boop.
Womp womp womp
Thank you.
womp. They're short-lived advance.
Advance. They came under fire. Fire that had so far been very inaccurate. They've been assured that my guys could not shoot, but Buncam
is very,
going live.
zoomed in.
Well, it's not so much zoom as very close to it. Like,
She's just very close to it.
right, that was my 3.
Great. So here is Scouts B, and they're going to do a recon to get this Fog of War out of the game and draw a card. Fantastic. And now it's going to be... Panzer 4 is going to try to blow up your house.
Okay, so there's a range of 1, 2 on this, plus it has a defense of 7, so 9 or better. Your own scouts are in this house, Mike. This is a brutal move.
Yeah, but they know. They know what's going on. Shouldn't 609B be under Luke's control? Yes. No.
No, I think it's actually not. I might be wrong. Let's go have a check.
Yeah, I think that started not under his control.
72. Oh no, they're right. 609B. I just messed it up in the thing. But 608 shouldn't be. So this should actually be under my control.
Okay.
Thank you, Asta.
Boo. All right, here we go. Wait, those are your dice. These are my dice. Here we go.
So this is you need a 9 or better.
Yeah, there it is.
That is a 9. Here we go. The house crumbles one step further. So I think
Get that house out of here. At least I've done something. Now if I lose, I'll feel like I've done something.
This is what you've done. You've completely devastated this tile.
Yes. Good.
It is completely
still worth
has some cover. It's
still
one
worth
cover.
3 victory points.
Still worth 3 victory points, yeah. The principle.
You can get rid of that later.
It's not a good time for them. I should have had a third of these, I think.
Nope, it's just 2.
But I did a third one, or I don't know how that works.
You didn't inflict a casualty because you rooted me.
The casualty. Okay, yeah. It's not just like...
It's a point when you inflict a casualty.
Yes. So I only have 2 of them. That's the problem with shooting for these guys. Okay,
so my last card is another
Fog of War. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them.
Yes, you do.
Buncam. We go live to Buncam.
We go live to Bonbon, who is trying to decide how much we should will destroy.
Does Bonbon get this much attention all the streams, or it's just Stalingrad where Bonbon is? Can we get Bonbon in the thumbnail? Like, I feel like she's at least as appealing as I am. Like, come on.
Probably get more views. People thought Bonbon was hosting.
Yeah, exactly.
She's anti-tank. Yeah, she's anti-everything.
Pro-chicken, anti-tank.
Yeah. If you don't sign up to her pro-chicken movement, you're in trouble.
Bun is staring at my rifleman in a way I don't appreciate.
Here we go.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on.
8 scouts. Saving the day.
Screw those scouts, man.
Love to see it. So that's going to a discard. Thank you, Asta. Right, and then... So... Okay, Rifleman B are routed. So, Rifleman A are routed. Which means that you might just be looking at trying to get the 3 in here now. So B is what we need to take care of. And I think the way we're going to start that... Yeah, we're just going to fully commit to murder. Welcome to war.
Seems legit.
We have a machine gunner. It's machine gunner A. Could you pass the machine gunner A token? And they're sensibly going to appear in the only remaining space with some fortification.
No, they have to. They have to join Rifleman A.
Yeah. And they're immediately going to attack, and they're going to attack those Rifleman B.
Yep.
Who are 1 space away.
Yep.
Have 1 cover. So it's a 6. They're rolling 2 dice.
Yikes.
Get a 7.
All right.
Is that from hand?
It is.
Love to see it. And I'll get one of these. So I'm up to 3. Then we're going to have a Rifleman B. Rifleman B, you know what? They're also going to shoot at the other Rifleman B. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So this is 7. Just a single die.
Yep, so it's from here to here. 7.
Oh, that's very good news to me. I might be about to just absolutely jam this. So how cheesy can I be? Great. And my yeah, okay. So that's another one of these. And then my final card is a sniper.
Oh god.
Yep. Please set up the sniper also in this space. Everyone's poured out of the building. They're just hiding in there. They're only 1 space away, but it might be all they need.
I think this might be game, actually.
Like I said, cheese.
Cheese it.
The tanks may be confident, but the infantry are concerned by the fact that the tanks seem more concerned with shooting down buildings than people. So anyway, sniper attack. This is 6 is to hit, and I'm going to be rolling 3 dice. Come on.
I mean, it'd have to be because.
Yeah, that's 10s, 2 10s. Do you have?
No, I think that's game. That's game. Yeah, it's over. Jeez, that was really short. That was just getting started.
Not for my people, it wasn't. They were about to get crushed by tanks. They were really in this building, like.
Well, at least we did something. We blew up that building.
It was bloody though, and I was pretty concerned. Like, if I hadn't got the shots to get Rifleman A to retreat, I think you coming in here and taking the control. Well, I guess you have to drive me out.
I can't. I'd have to route all of these units out of here to take control of either of those.
Yeah, but your tanks can now go in, which I understand that's why you were shooting the building up. But
yes, exactly. The idea was to park the tanks in there and then just try to route you out. But I don't know. Maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know.
If you got it in there, and I was really hoping it would take longer. I really hope that would take longer. My plan had been to start trying to bolster in engineers and put them in there, and just be like, the engineers are just going to demo charge on the spot, just be like,
makes
please
sense.
Get out of here, and they have some extra charge, but they would have got very bloody then.
Yeah, I was kind of but I mean, the bloodier it gets, the closer you are to winning. That one felt really quite tough. I just didn't have the meat. I don't actually think I had any major opportunities to bolster those riflemen other than when I did
right at the start.
Yeah, I mean, well, I got I got squad.
You inspired with squad leader B to get them to move them into. The
I inspired with squad leader A. I used squad leader B to bid for initiative once as well. I think so. Those were probably opportunities I should have used to bolster. But the thing is, if I had, even now,
I'd still be at 5.
You'd be at 7 points instead of 5 now.
Oh yeah, because I'd have got one more.
You would have got one more for each routing, so you'd be at 7 out of 10. So I really felt like that was kind of tricky for me.
Wait, so you didn't have? You were out of cards when I did that last casualty?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I mean. That was game. So,
actually, no. So I took one when I shouldn't have then. So I'd have been at 6. But...
So you'd be on 6 out of 10, and I'm still not really sure how close I'd be to actually taking a single victory point. I mean, the board state would, instead of looking like this, which is the lost state, it would look like this, but I would have no riflemen in hand.
And I'd be at 6.
And arguably, I wouldn't even have this tile... No, I think actually I inspired to do a...
to move this... No,
I think I actually inspired to do an...
Yeah, you inspired the scouts. To do a recon. When you did a recon to dump a thing.
Yeah, which I think was possibly the right choice, but maybe I should have grabbed more riflemen A. But I wouldn't have had time to cycle them back in, I don't think. So I'm not sure.
Maybe I think that maybe the thing to do would have been to go really heavy on Rifleman A. Like, this is purely in retrospect. And hope you get the scouts out here, scout these two and be like, that's 3 points, thanks. Right? Sod this stuff. Right? Don't even bother coming around here and doing all of this. Just
yeah, but I mean, that would have been, I would have telegraphed it. It would be so obvious. Yeah. Everyone would be firing at Rifleman A, and they would.
But only if they're in this open ground for a bit, right? If you can inspire them across move, right? They get in this one. It's 3 cover. I'm 2 spaces away. That's a 10 to hit.
But
now.
the minute you get that sniper out,
yes, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm not saying this was like the flawless plan, which you should have done. Like, it's just an alternative. But
look, the main thing is I blew up your house, and that might help me in the long run.
Yep, and apparently the low morale is not cured by that victory, maybe because the house just collapsed around the ears, and everyone was like, these Germans still have tanks, and you did absolutely nothing to stop them. But I'd like to say that how can there be low morale when Commander Bun Bun is on site?
Exactly. She's head of HR and morale, but her brand of self-care is not it's not working. Everyone's got low morale. All right, geez. All right, well, let's proceed then. I had 2 Panzer cards in hand. I didn't get to play them.
I'm not sad to hear that you didn't.
I think that's.
Did you also bolster for extra tanks at one point?
Yeah, I grabbed one of each tank.
Yeah, which made sense because you needed them to come up to actually get through this building. And then
also, I just wanted to play with the tanks. Can't I just play with my toys?
Well, there was someone in chat earlier who was like, "I'm here for the tanks." You were just making the viewers happy, Mike.
Look, I've got 4 casualties. Is that 2 cards?
That's just one.
1
5
card.
would have been 2 casualties.
So you keep pulling until you get someone that's hurt, right?
Until I get someone that can get the injury. Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. That
so
means
it's not. So reserves won't count. And,
yeah. Well, they're all reserves except for 1. So I'm about to have, which is
he's elite. He's the elite rifleman.
It's my rifleman with assault on. So that's a real bummer. He never even got to do anything. Nope. Wilhelm Baumann. So sad. He's already gone. He never even got to assault.
And there isn't a architecture card. So whilst you've devastated some of the architecture of Stalingrad, that casualty's already happened. I don't have any casualties otherwise.
Yep, you've got no other casualties. So I'll just resolve this one here. Oh, I forgot to check his number. Ooh, new. Yep. It is card 7. This game's going to have to stop giving me objectives that require me to use riflemen, because I'm not going to have any left. So here's our replacement.
Oh, yeah.
Nameless guy. He's gone from having assault to no attack.
Well, because he only has a pistol now.
Yeah, he lost his rifle when he got shot. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we're doing veterancy from the deck, right?
Yes, so...
And the discard.
All of your stuff combined together.
Yeah.
Including the casualties pile. Like, though that's not really relevant in your case, because none of them could be upgraded, right? Like,
yeah, it's true.
And we're drawing 2 each. One, I've got a sniper and a scout A. A low morale, apparently, and I don't think that one upgrades. Squad leader B, it doesn't upgrade. Well, apart from if you get a medal, apparently, and a machine gunner A. So let me go find that upgrades.
Kitty did nothing to stop the tank. She did nothing to stop the snipers either, Bree. She just doesn't care. Look at this. She's decided that it's bath time now.
Machine gunner A.
What are you doing, Bonbon? What are you doing?
Maybe Bonbon is showing disregard for war. Just
what she's actually interested in is the monitors are on a box. So she's very interested in box.
Is this a box for Bonbon?
Is this Bonbon's box? What have you got there, Luke? What have you? What
so
new horrors?
I have got 2 upgrades, which were my sniper and my machine gunner. My upgraded machine gunner now has an area suppress, which could be pretty cool. I think that'll be a suppress against anything that enters the area. So that's gonna be spicy. On the sniper news, I've got a sniper who's gonna roll 4 dice. So if you didn't like my snipers before, Juliana has, seemingly from the picture, got an improved haircut and also an improved rifle. So less hair in the way, more deadliness.
Bonbon, what are you doing? Sweetie, you're going to knock over that monitor and ruin my whole situation.
If the whole stream goes down, you will know it's
because
Bonbon achieved her target of getting the box.
Well, the bad news for you is that it's both Panzer IVs, because I think there was actually basically nothing else in there that could be upgraded.
Oh no! Okay, so your tanks are getting
now
seriously
I've got basically elite armor.
I might pay the price for having focused out on these riflemen and not bothered with anti-tank. Are these? Yeah.
We'll see. Well, you're 1 ahead now, so you're still up. It's not locked deck; it's upgrade deck. So let's see what improved tanks bring forth. We've got 53 and 54.
Bonbon just limboed underneath the microphone boom arm. I'm very impressed.
The cats are made of water, man.
Also, fabulous regard for the studio setup.
Yeah, she didn't destroy the monitor, which were... So this is actually the exact same upgrades we saw last time. So we've got now a Panzer IV with assault and a Panzer IV with improved attack.
Not a fan.
And that's Fred with assault. Yes, Fred. Get in.
I'm quite worried about your tanks. I really hope that they just are stuck there, that the rest of the infantry have abandoned them and so the drivers just run away. That'd be nice.
This is why we're playing the long game, blowing up the houses. Get the houses out the way. Advance with the tanks.
And the tanks will do the
God, is that our shortest game of this yet?
Probably, yeah. But I'm glad, because I was worried that was going to turn into a potentially bloody one. But we did think it would be a little shorter when we read it as well.
It's true, yeah. We thought this was going to be fast and bloody. Bree says, is this a campaign? I know nothing about Undaunted except it's a war game. And also, she has multiple examples that support the theory that cats are liquid at room temperature. Yes. I mean, in actuality, it's something to do with their spines. They have, really special spines that can just bend in all kinds of different ways. But the way it manifests in real life is that they're effectively liquid.
You're saying that if I had a cat spine, I could find even more ridiculous ways to sit in a chair. I could just splayed over the back of it, like playing Undaunted upside down over the back of it.
You could fit through all kinds of weird holes as well. But yeah, Bree, this is a campaign game. It is linked scenarios with light campaign elements, I would say, sort of some repercussions, but each win and each loss has sort of repercussions in the form of casualties and veterancy on your units, as well as an effect on what you're going to play later and who's going to take controls of things. You've just taken control of the Northern Reach, haven't you?
I have, yes. I've got control of this bit of Northern Reach. So now 2 bits of Stalingrad are under Soviet control, at least temporarily.
I don't know if these change. I don't think they change.
I think they do, because I think in our first one, we went back and forth on January Night Square. We had multiple scenarios where winner could take control of it. So I think it's possible they do. And this was 7F, and we had a Soviet victory, so we're going to 8C.
8C. It's called Where'd the Tanks Go? And Mike is sad.
8C. And 8C is Briefing 108. And Briefing 108 takes us to Scenario. Scenario 81.
81.
We'll save it for next time.
Oh.
But there's some news to make me happy.
Oh, boo. You're already up. You don't need any more help. Maybe I'll get something nice instead. That'd be nice. Can I have a nice toy too?
Maybe.
Well, I already had a new toy, but they haven't really done much yet.
They did quite a lot. They just demolished a building. They sprinted past my anti-tank gun.
Yeah, that's true. Both of those things are true. So
it's just the disregard for the life of your rifleman that has been.
I think next time we need to prioritize blowing up Luke's snipers.
Please no. They're like my version of your tanks. You have some snipers. You could yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have enough cards to get everyone in play. Bree says, "Oh, I see Ginkopolis. Yes, here it is."
Have you had a chance to play it yet?
I just played that for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Loved it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite designers, Xavier Georges, who's also designed Carson City, which you can't quite see. It's up here. It's just off camera. Yeah, and he also did Carnegie. And I believe he's one of the 2 designers on Black Angel. If I'm not wrong, I think that was a co-design between him and Alan Orban, but I might be misremembering.
Carnegie has a beautiful box. I really want to play that. The illustrations are lovely.
I'll play that with you anytime. I really like it. It's pretty savage.
I'll be somewhere.
Considering that I live in Nevada, you'd think I would have played Carson City, but I have not. I love Carson City.
I've heard really good things about it. Maybe from you. It
might be from me, yeah. I think it's possibly one of my top games of all time. I just played it at AirCon with all 6 players, and I was worried it would break down, but it really held up. Actually, it was possibly the best game I've ever played.
Oh, wow.
So it works.
You mean it was the best game of Carson City you've ever played, or maybe the best game ever?
Oh, no, the best game of Carson City I've ever played.
Okay, so you'd actually say get it with 6 if you can.
I think it's a bit like Blood Rage, where when it's at a lower player count, it feels like a much more sort of keen strategic knife fight.
Okay.
And at a higher player count, it feels much more like trying to navigate the anarchy. Okay. But I really like Navigate the Anarchy. I like Blood Rage at 5. So I really I like that kind of chaos.
I can see that.
But I think if you can, try to get it to the table with 6, especially if they're people who like a bit of table talk, a little bit of vengeance, that kind of thing.
A little bit of charging around, slightly less brutal head to head, and more like, well, I'll take it out on someone else now, or that person's winning, so we're going.
Let's all gang up on the winner. Yeah, yeah, definitely that. Bree says I like to Navigate the Anarchy as well. Yep, absolutely. It's fun.
It's a fun time.
It's a good time. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up Undaunted Stalingrad for now. The Russians are still up 1 game. Clearly, I should have stopped while I was ahead. But I did blow up a house, and so I guess that I'll have to... Much like killing your scout... Although you've got another one now.
Yep.
I need to get some veteran scouts.
Though I still... Rest in peace, Ileana, who did such a great job as my original 8 initiative scout. I'm still sad she's gone, so...
Yeah, well, if you'd had 2, I think that would have been terrible. At least you've got that low morale card, so if I can predict when you're going to play that, I'll get to go first at least once in a while.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself for having missed that you had it, but we're gonna be learning. We're gonna be keeping that in mind.
Well, after the first shuffle, it's pretty much just a lottery.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Right, but we'll call that a day. I think we'll be back next week for more of this, unless something happens. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the rest of Stalingrad. And if you like this kind of content, we're pretty much entirely funded through the Patreon. We just launched a Discord server, which is cool and fun, where I'll mostly be asking, like, what kind of games do you want to hear me talk about? Do you want to hear me talk about more Xavier Georges, or like do a review of one of them? Would you like me to cover Ginkopolis? You can always let me know in the Discord server or via the Patreon, which would be great. So, but of course, if you can't support that way, totally understandable. You can always support the show by subscribing and liking the videos. And if you see a useful review or a bit of gameplay you like, tell a friend. And thanks very much for watching.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks to Luke for coming and playing.
Well, thank you for playing, Mike. See you, everyone. Bye. Bye.